Okay, I wanted to go over real quickly how these Zoom meetings are going to operate. We had our little test meeting this morning at 11 o'clock. I'd like to thank Sheila and Dennis for showing up. We discovered some issues that needed to be ironed out, and I think we're all good to go now. Okay, this is the first document in Module 9, which shows the meetings for this week. First issue that came up was, how do you, as the students, interact with the class on Zoom? You can do one of three things. There is a chat-like feature where you can actually type in your comments and questions and so on. That seems a little time-consuming and a little awkward for, if you want to ask a lengthy question, you have to worry about typos and all that stuff. You can use your computer audio if you have a microphone. If you don't have a microphone, there's a dial-in number. So let's go ahead and join the meeting. So we open Zoom meetings. Now, before anything else happens, I can either join, this almost looks like a default choice, join with computer audio. If I want to, if I don't have a microphone for my computer, I can go to phone call, and you can dial any of these half dozen numbers, and that will get you the audio so you can listen and talk to interact with the meeting. I'm going to go ahead and use computer audio. So I'm using computer audio, and now a couple things. We can do, I'm moving my mouse off that screen, and there's not much to see there. I move it back onto that screen, and all of a sudden my little menu bar shows up at the bottom. There's a chat feature here, and a chat box shows up on the right-hand side. So there's I test my chat. Now, at the end of the class session, at the end of the meeting, if you want to save that, once the meeting is ended, all evidence of it disappears from Zoom. If there's something in the chat that you want to save, you can go ahead, and it's down here at the bottom, there's File. You can go ahead and save that as a file. Okay, so we'll close that. Now, the two other issues came up. One is, apparently there's a feature called Raise Your Hand, which I am completely unaware of because I don't see it from my perspective. From the student's perspective, there should be an icon at the bottom of this page that says Participants. Now mine says Manage Participants since I'm the host of the meeting, but yours will say Participants, and if you click on that, two things become available to you. One is a Raise Your Hand button, and I'm not sure exactly what that does. Another one is a mute switch. Now the mute switch might be handy if you're using your computer microphone and you're in a noisy environment. If there's a lot of background noise, then you might want to mute so that the computer doesn't pick up what's in the background. One of the problems is if there's a lot of background noise and you're using your computer microphone, when Zoom thinks that you're talking, it will try to override other audio. Only one person speaks at a time. So if you've got a lot of background noise, you might want to use that mute switch. If you're dialing in on your phone, same issue. Your phone might not be quite as sensitive to background noise as a computer microphone is. Okay, so that should be that. Again, thank you to Dennis and Sheila for showing up this morning. We should be ready to roll tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Oh, these meetings, these Zoom meetings are not required. I had one student email me stating that she thought the notes on Canvas were more than adequate, and she was wondering if these meetings were required. No, they're not. Basically, I'm going to treat these sort of as a class session. I'll run through some examples. If you have any questions on the materials, please feel free to, view it as a question and answer session partially. Okay, now I'm done.